What's up, you guys? Let's talk Rampage. We started off the night with a Lucha del Dia de los Muertos match, and we had Commander versus Penta versus El Hijo de Vikingo. And while we're on that topic, two things I gotta point out that the Hispanic 500 wrestlers list that came out today, so I will be going over that shortly. I didn't get a chance to see who ranked where, whatever. All I know is that the list came out earlier. And also, AEW made sure that they pull out their Mexican wrestlers for this match. But I have to say that there's a misconception when it comes to Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead. This is not a Mexican holiday. This is actually celebrated in other countries too, especially other Hispanic countries, and also celebrated in the Philippines and in my family country, Haiti, too. We also celebrate that there as well. And it's celebrated for 2 days, November 1st and 2nd, not one day, like how a lot of people think it is now. The match, was it a spot fest? Yes, but it was a good one, and I really did enjoy it. When it comes to these types of matches, they usually open the show with the luchadors because they have a high energy that people really enjoy, and it helps you kind of get into the mood of being hyped up for the entire show. So I really do like that. And the crowd, every time they have these types of matches, they're eating it up. Whatever they do, they can't do no wrong. However, for me, I do point out some things that are not really perfect. I can't help it. Penta for me is my favorite in this match because he's very versatile. He can do anything, and it's not just straight up luchador style. He also has other styles that he mixes with that as well. So I really enjoy watching him, not just in this match, but I think he's my favorite luchador in AEW. El Hijo de Vikingo and Commander, they're great too. However, these two guys, you can tell that they really look out for perfection, and they like to make sure that whatever they do in the ring, they do it basically perfect. And when they do that, they tend to look like they're hesitating, as if they just want to make sure it's going to be perfect. So I'm just going to keep a perfect eye out on what I'm going to do here and make sure I hit it 100%. Sometimes that actually doesn't happen when they hit it 100%, and then it's something where it's like that doesn't translate well on TV. Like maybe if you're, doing an indie show and it's just the people at the show watching, they'll probably can take that. But when you have hundreds of thousands of people watching on TV, certain things that you do in the ring just don't look so great on TV. So that's my only complaint when it comes to these two guys. But either way, still a great match. During this match, we do have QT and them backstage watching. QT has the AAA Latin American title, so it looks like he wants to go against one of these guys. I'm not sure. Preferably the whoever wins this match or whatever. And we do have Penta, who ends up taking the win here, which I was a little bit surprised about because I thought El Hijo de Viking was going to take the win. But Penta, he's the one that I think should have won this match anyway because he really looked the best out of the three of them. So I'm cool with that. It was great. And yeah, great opener. Loved it. So now we have Sanjay and friends. They're backstage. And Sanjay's letting us know what happened after Santana and Ortiz match, why he was talking to Ortiz. Now, it turns out that he asked him to join his pussy-ass group. And Ortiz said no. Thank the Lord, because I don't think that would have been even a good fit. I don't even see why Sanjay would even ask. But they start talking shit about Ortiz, and then he let us know that their group don't need any other people joining in. They have the best group in AEW. And I'm just like, Sanjay, if you tell yourself that enough, you'll believe it. And then after that, here is Jay Lethal, Jamal, letting us know that he still got his eyes set out on Eddie Kingston and his title, and he's going to take it from him. And honestly, that's exactly what I want to see. Now, they leave in front of the camera, and here come Ortiz. He's like, oh, my ears been itching. That means somebody been talking about me. And he said, whoever it is, he's going to deal with it. Now, I'm hoping that means that we're going to see Ortiz versus Jay Lethal, because that's the match that I would actually like to see. And hopefully, Jay's friends won't be ringside. I'm tired of them. Up next, we have Matt Seidel and Christopher Daniels versus the Guns. Now, they do come out with the entire Bullet Club Gold, and I have to say, if I haven't said it before, I believe that their interest is so freaking sexy. I love it so much. I love how the Guns, they spit out the waters and throw out the guns, and then the cameras go around them and all that stuff. It's super cool. I really like it. And actually, the Guns theme song is probably one of my favorite themes in AEW. I prefer them to use that theme versus Juice and Jay's theme. I think it's really, really cool. Anyway, this match, it could have been better, and I think it could have been better if it was longer. It wasn't squash match short, but it just wasn't long enough for you to really see the best out of these guys. However, you do really see the improvement of the Guns as a team. And you guys know, Matt, Christopher, they're always down to help the younger talent go over. So I really appreciate that about them. However, I understand that they're doing something with Bullet Club Gold and they want to put them over in pretty much every match that they're in. And I get it, it makes sense. However, sometimes when it just seems like you're putting them in a match with people that kind of has nothing to do with them and what's going on, it kind of take away something special from the team. We really want to see some type of story going on with them. I know they have their eyes set on the Ring of Honor titles. For what reason, I have no idea. But I just felt like it could have just been a little bit better. And seeming that, Matt, Christopher, they're a Ring of Honor tag team. I get why they were in the ring, but there's still no story. Match, decent, not long enough, but you see the improvement from the Guns, and that's what we like to see. The Guns win, so guns up. Now we have RJ City. He's backstage and he's letting us know it's time for the return of Danhausen. Danhausen swiftly walks past the camera and he says, "Sorry guys, not tonight. Next week." Okay, great. Now we have Saraya and Ruby backstage during an interview, and Ruby is talking about the group's misfortunes as of late. And Saraya kind of cut her off and like, "Baby girl, I'm not a loser. You're the one who's been losing." And she just start putting Ruby down or whatnot. And Ruby just looks to be a little bit surprised. And she's just making herself look like the better person in the group, which I really don't believe, especially after she held the women's title for a little bit and probably had like one title defense and lost it the next time. So the math ain't mathin' about you talking shit about how Ruby's a loser, because with my calculations, Saraya, you're a loser too. Now, Saraya's like, "Look, if we stick together as a team and you stay with me, you can be a winner too." And then she walks away. And I'm just like, this is what the beginning of them like not being friends anymore, probably having a feud. Probably. Now, Saraya leaves, and Ruby looks a little bit distraught. And here comes Angelo Parker again. He comes, and he got his little comb knife little thing. And he's like, "Do you want me to comb your hair out your face?" Whatever he said. And she's like, "Bro, get that crusty comb away from me." And she ends up leaving. And then here comes Matt Menard. Matt is upset because they lost their match at Dynamite. And he is like, "Hey, we had a really big opportunity. If we would have won this, we could have gone into Don Callis' family. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You cost us the match." Now, Angelo, he don't want to hear it. He don't want to have nothing to do with this. All he wants to do is help Daniel Garcia get ready for the main event. He is paying Matt Menard no mind. Now, honestly, I am not really sure what's going on with Ruby and Angelo, but you know what? I'm gonna let it rock. It seems like it's okay. We'll see where that goes. Matt Menard, you guys know, he's always on like a 15 instead of a 10. I get where he's coming from. He wanted an opportunity to be part of Don Callis' family. I get it. But why want to be part of a group? You guys did not feel the way things were going out with Jericho's Appreciation Society. Like, just be a tag team and not worry about being part of anybody group. You guys are better off on your own. Up next, we had Sky Blue versus Marina Shafir. She does come out with Nyla Rose, but Nyla goes back to the back. That's exactly what needed to happen. Now, you guys know when it comes to Marina, I do enjoy her outside of AEW more than inside. She has a judo style that I feel like just don't really work well with the girls in AEW. I just don't know why. But outside of AEW, she does great. I don't know if you guys saw, like, about a week ago, we had Rousey with Marina at Wrestling Revolver. Ronda was letting everybody know, I'm not done with wrestling. I'm just done with WWE. And I was like, girl, we totally get the picture right now. Now, if you guys didn't know this, they actually announced earlier today that they're having a show coming up in California, I think Los Angeles, and it's going to be Ronda and Marina teaming up versus Athena and Billy Starks. That's going to be a really, really great matchup. So that's going to be on Fight TV, and I got to see this because, I want to see how this works. Now, with this match against Sky Blue, I do feel like this is one of the better matches that we've seen from Marina because, like I said, like her style doesn't always work out with everybody, but I do feel like she toned it down a bit here in this match, and I did see some chemistry between her and Sky Blue, but there's like no story once again. Yes, we got something going on with Sky Blue, but with Marina, she just comes out here and there, have a match, and then we don't see her for a bit, and then she comes back and do it all over again, which is not consistent. I feel like there's a lot of girls, but not a lot of girls in AEW, and some of these girls we should be seeing a lot more often, and I do believe that Marina is one of those girls we should see more often. Match is decent. Chemistry is there, not 100%, but we get some good stuff from her and Sky Blue. So I did enjoy this match. It was cool, but Sky Blue takes the win. It makes sense with how they're booking her late. Well, you know what? Sky's been taking a lot of L's too. So in some ways, it's like it makes sense that she should win this over Marina. But then at times we get Sky losing when it seems like she should be winning. So I do hope the booking gets better from here. AEW definitely needs to improve things when it comes to the women's, but great effort from both of these girls tonight. All right, you guys, right before the main event, we did have a promo video from Darby Allin and Lance Archer. They have a match on Collision tomorrow night, and I'm just like, who the hell booked this? Darby Allin needs a fucking break. This guy is going to kill himself before he's like 35, okay? He's just doing the absolute most. And really, I think they need to chill down with him a little bit because he's willing to do too much in the ring. I love Darby. I'll be the first one to tell you I love Darby, but he needs to chill out. Chill out. Lance Archer, this is basically a homicide coming on Saturday. Now, main event, we have Daniel Garcia versus Trent Beretta. We have Trent who comes out, and I can appreciate that Trent has been working really hard at the gym. The abs are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's standing out on their own. Now, we have Daniel Garcia who comes out, and he's doing his dance. Now, I'm going to say something that may be, I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but it sounds like the cheers that he got during the little dance, during his entrance, they kind of didn't seem organic to me. It kind of felt like AEW probably piped those things in. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it really did feel like that to me. Now, I like both of these guys. They're super, super talented. And I really feel like, as talented as they are, when it comes to this match, both of these guys can't necessarily afford to lose. They both have been in a losing streak for quite some time. And it's just like, damn, they're so talented. They're always helping other people get over. More so Trent than Daniel. Daniel is just part of the group, and him being part of the group, I think, is a big mistake, and he needs to get out of that. But Trent Beretta, he is a workhorse, and it's just like he's always out here making people look good, but he almost never really wins his matches. What's up with that, AEW? Fix it. Now, they have a really great match. Match of the night for me. Something about their style that I really, really enjoy. The opener was really great, but, we see that shit all the time, So this right here, I did prefer over the opening match, but both of those things were really, really great. They have really great chemistry with each other, and they both have something to prove, and they both need this win. So we really get a chance to see some more of the best out of both of them. I couldn't really tell who was going to take the win. Like I said, both of them have been losing, so you really couldn't tell in terms of predictability what it was going to end up being here. But we do have Daniel Garcia who takes the win, and after he wins, he gets on the mic and he is saying that It's been 6 months since his last singles match, and I'm just like, what? What? I couldn't even believe it. Like, I was like, should I like look this up and see if that's true? I'm trying to think. Wait, Forbidden Door, is that singles? Well, I don't know, whatever. So I get where he's coming from. So now he's like, you know what? He's greedy, he's selfish. He wants to get more out of his career. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be ambitious. You want more? Go get some more. He wants gold. And I'm just like, yes. Okay, which title are we going for, Daniel? And he says the triple B. I was like, oh my god, can MJF breathe? Can he breathe? Like, how many more people are gunning for the triple B? Now later on, it is official. We have for Dynamite MJF versus Daniel Garcia, so that's going to be a really interesting matchup. Now during his promo after the match, he was going to say that he was a pro wrestler, but he catches himself and says he is a sports entertainer. You want to be a sports entertainer? There's actually another company for that. It's called WWE, but please don't go. I want you here in AEW. Match was great. I really want to see more things from both Trent and Daniel Garcia. I just don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of big names in AEW, and AEW kind of have an issue with where to place a lot of people, and that's just something that needs to be fixed. They have enough shows to actually kind of fix this issue. Rampage, Dynamite, Collision, they even have Ring of Honor where they can fix this, but the booking gotta improve. Guys, thanks so much for watching my video. I'll be back tomorrow with Collision. It's gonna be a good show. Check it out.